Hey friends, you've caught me at a great time. This is Essence from Team GCM, and I'm actually just about to write a letter to a friend of mine that lives about 200 miles away. Now, I could text her or call her, but sending a letter is a really great way to send some surprise joy to your friends, family, and loved ones. And I want to teach you guys the skills that you need to make your own letter today. So, if you guys are ready, let's get started. All right, to get started, we'll need to gather some supplies. So I have some paper here. This paper has lines to make sure that my writing is nice and neat. You'll also need some writing utensils, either pencils, pens, you can use markers, crayons, whatever you'd like. Then you'll also need an envelope and some stamps. Now you can ask your parents if they have any stamps laying around the house. Stamps are not the same as stickers, so you have to make sure that it isn't a real stamp and not a sticker. Now if you don't have an envelope, I am also going to teach you how to make your own envelope out of normal paper. So if you don't have an envelope like this, you can just find yourself a nice 9 by 11.5 sheet of copy paper, and then we can make it together. So now that you know who you're writing to, what you're asking them, and what you would like to share with them, now it's time to start writing the letter. But letter writing happens in a specific format. So let's figure out where things go in the letter before we get started with writing. To start off, you want to write your date. And your date goes at the top right-hand side of your paper. Next, you're going to write what's called the salutations, which is the greeting for whoever you are writing to. You can start that off with greetings, hello, but for my letter, I'm going to write dear. This goes at the top left-hand side of your paper, but just underneath the date. So instead of on this line, I'm going to do it on this line. Now, it's time for you to write the body of your letter. So go ahead and ask your friend or your family member or loved one those questions that you have, and share whatever you would like to share with them. All right, so once you are done writing the body of your letter, you're going to come down to the left-hand side at the bottom, and you're going to write this section here, which is called the valediction. So you can say salutations, you can say with love, and then your name. But for me, I wrote from Essence, which is my name. Then underneath your valediction, you're going to write a signature. So your signature is just your name in cursive. If you don't know how to write in cursive, you can just print it. So my letter is all done. Now it's time to get our envelope situated. So if you don't have an envelope like this, we're going to make one. Let's get started with that. First, start off with your white piece of copy paper, and you're going to take one corner and you're going to fold the paper down, and you're going to match this side of the paper to this side of your paper. Then you're going to fold this paper forward. Then you want to cut off this piece of paper here at the line. Okay, so you have a crease here. Now we're going to create another crease here. Make sure to not go all the way on here, just a little bit out. So once your envelope is like this, you're gonna need some tape to tape all the pieces together. Now that your envelope is ready, let's go ahead and write our addresses and get our stamps on. So first, you're going to write your name and your address at the top left-hand side of the envelope. Now, in this area of the envelope, you're going to write the name of the person that you're sending it to and their address just underneath. Now, on the top right-hand side of your envelope, you're going to put your stamp. All set. Your envelope is done. Now we just need to get our letter inside. All right, so now we're ready to send our letter in the mail. Now every mailbox is different. Some of you might have a mailbox with a red flag. If you put that red flag up and put your envelope in, that lets the mailman know that you have something that you want to send. Now for me, we don't have a red flag. We just have a clip here. And so what we do is we clip our letters to the top of our mailbox, and then when the mailman comes, they pick these up. So go ahead and send off your letter, wait a couple days, and then see if you get a response back from your friend. All right, guys, I had a lot of fun today writing a letter. Let's see if my friend Maddie received the message. All right, guys, thank you so much for writing a letter with me. We'll see you next time at GCM at Home.